when I decided to leave England and move to America, I did a lot of interviewing for different jobs, and one of them was with the Trumps, which I happily turned down, and that's another story. But there were other people that I would interview, and one fellow in his New York office asked me what I thought Prince Michael was worth. And I was so horrified that that would even be asked, and I told him so. And I just said, that is such an inappropriate question. So, you get pretty good at setting boundaries.
How have I done so far?
Very good.
Okay,
Sean.
good.
Very good.
So I'm not going to ask you how much anybody does.
No. But I always thought that was so cheeky. But,
So how did you get from being an employee of the royal family to getting a job with Danielle Steele?
Well, I had wanted to travel, and so when I left the Kents and I interviewed with all these various families, Danielle Steele was one of the clients that was looking for a Norlander, and so...
A what?
A Norlander, the nanny.
Oh, the nanny,
Norland.
okay, got it.
They wanted the Norland nanny. So I interviewed with her and flew to San Francisco, and we got on well, and so I went to work for Danielle, and we became very good friends as well. And so her family I still remain close to.
Right. So you can pick up the phone and phone her like that.
Or emails. Nobody phones anymore.
Nobody phones anymore, right? So
You text, you do all this craziness.
Now, do you think that in one of her books you may have
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm sure we were all fodder for something.
Right.
But she's a good friend. Yeah.
Any other recognizable names of employers that you had that you could tell us?
Ariana Huffington, I was hired for her babies to get them to go through the night, work on their sleep patterns. That was when she was in Southern California, married to Michael at the time.
Now, she has a whole thing about how everybody needs sleep. Did she get that from you?
I don't know. I'd have to ask her.
Because she's going around lecturing about how everybody needs sleep.
This goes back many years now.
So you sound a bit like sort of like a Mary Poppins.
A lot of people have called me that over the years. Yeah.
And you're writing a book about?
I'm working on different books. I've got a number of children's books that I've been working on, and I, of course, wrote the book about my son, sadly, who died of cancer 8 years ago, and I'm doing a follow-up to that book now to talk about what I've learned about grief and moving forward. I like working with the bereaved and would like to do more of that work.
And in a very short time, what did you learn about dealing with grief?
It's very personal. There's no right or wrong way to walk the path, and you really need friends with you who will just sit with you. Those who said, "I don't know what to say," were the ones that really affected me the most, instead of trying to fill up the empty space with a solution. I realize there is no solution to grief. You just have to walk forward, and it learns to become your companion.
And what brought you to St. Mary's?
Peace and harmony, all the good things, right? I don't know how, it was one of those flukes where I thought I need to put down a base, and this house on Robinson became available, and it was just a perfect spot, and I walked in the door and I knew that it was mine.
Wonderful.
So I'm home. I love it.
Great. And so you've done the book about Danielle. Sorry, not
About
Danielle.
James.
Danielle Steele I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
but I shared a quote of his. Could you say the quote that I shared about the wind chime?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
James was quite a little Buddha, and when he was in the 3rd grade, he had to do a haiku, and so the one that he wrote was, "Be the wind chime, let the storm blow through you, turn storm into song."
And I think that's marvelous.
So,
okay, thank you for coming on our show. It's been great.
Thank you.
Okay, we now have our second commercial.